Yes, guys, sorry about the lateness. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back for another video, guys. The preview for Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Yeah, sorry about the late one, guys. I was just getting things ready and that, and with the kids and stuff. And yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, welcome back in for another show, guys. So this is going to be the Premier League preview between Liverpool Football Club and Bournemouth at Anfield Saturday at 3 o'clock, guys. We're going to chalk this one up, check this one out, talk about it, and yeah, have a little discussion about Liverpool Football Club. Should be fun discussion. Also, we'll look back at the Champions League, draw, which was a interesting one, wasn't it? It was an interesting one, shall we say the least. It was interesting. Obviously, we've got the hardest group out of all the English teams by a country mile. Ajax in there, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, but it's something I think if we're in form, we can get through. The whole point is like, can we get through it? That is the problem. That is the problem. So let me just get our group up. Where is it? So yeah, we've got Ajax, Napoli, and Rangers. That is going to be an interesting group for us, guys. I don't know what you feel. Obviously, Ajax were seeded in the group. We were in pot 2, Napoli pot 3, Rangers pot 4. Liverpool Rangers for 2 games is going to be good. Games at Ibrox, games at Anfield between Liverpool and Rangers. That's going to be an interesting game. All British affair. Obviously, you got the Steven Gerrard thing. Obviously, Gerrard's not at Rangers no more, but there is that between the two teams. Gio Van Bronckhorst is doing a great job at Rangers at the moment since he took over from Steven Gerrard. Obviously, got to a European final. Now through in the Champions League groups into the group stage for the first time in a long time. No, he's doing a good job at Rangers, and obviously Ajax now without the departed Ten Hag no more, losing some of their best players. Anthony going to Man United by the look of it. So, yeah, Ajax could be a different proposition. And then Napoli, we never beat Napoli. We struggle big time against Napoli, don't we, guys? Napoli's a team that we do not like one bit. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, the other groups, if everyone missed it, Atletico Madrid, Porto, Bayer Leverkusen, and Club Brugge. Group C was Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan, and Victor Plzeň. Yeah, that's a tough group. Group C, ain't it? Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Inter. Tough one to choose. Group D, Tottenham got a pretty good deal, I think. Frankfurt, Sporting Lisbon, and Marseille. You expect Tottenham to go through in that group. Group E, AC Milan, Chelsea, Red Bull, Salzburg, and Dynamo Zagreb. You expect Chelsea to go through that group. Although Chelsea are not in the greatest form, Red Bull and Salzburg and AC Milan can beat Chelsea and can cause upsets. So, yeah, it's not all. I mean, Chelsea should go through, but yeah, let's watch out for that one. Group F, Real Madrid, Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, Celtic. Pretty straightforward for Real Madrid. Man City, Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund, and Copenhagen in Group G. And then Group H, PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa. Very good cup. Very good Champions League draws. One of the best Champions League draws in quite some time, if you ask me. Very good Champions League draw. I hope everyone in chat's doing well and keeping good. Let me get to the chat right now. Big up Gunben, how you doing, my friend? Big up Daz, Panoff, how you doing? Guys, if anyone wants to join an FPL for the Champions League, is the pin. Big up Daz. I struggle to, yeah. Big up John Conway, big up Jazz, big up Ravi, Savage in the house. There's a beer in the house. 3-1 or 3-2. Decided, yeah. Where are we? Where are Captain Sal in the house as well? Yes, my friend, leave us and how you doing? We don't have to travel too far for all our games. That is a good point. That is a good point. How you doing, mister? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, sir. And away the Rangers won't be far to travel, so help with the league. Exactly. A big up, John Moore, sorry, Glasgow Red Chats. How you doing, my friend? Guys, don't forget to go and subscribe to John's channel, Glasgow Red Chats, man. He's just started doing his own videos on YouTube. You know he supports all the Liverpool community. Go and check him out, guys. Go and check him out and subscribe. Can't wait till we get Darwin Núñez back. I'm scared for the Newcastle game. I know what you mean. Big up, John. Check Twitter. Big up, Realism. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up, Tintin. The Tintin tie. Tintin tie. Love it. Big up, Lewis. How you doing? Sahib. Big win. Screw prediction. Score prediction. Big up to you and Daz as well. Everyone in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. We're going to chat about it, guys. We're going to chat about the Liverpool game. But what I need to do first is Savage is about. I'm going to get Savage on as well because, you know, it's a big game. I think I need someone else to talk about it with. So I'm going to get Savage on. So, Savage, check your Twitter, my man. I'm going to send you a DM if you're about. You can come on, my man, and help me chat this up. I'm going to send you the DM, my friend, okay? Send you the DM now. Right, I've sent it in your DM, my man. Go and check it out if you want to come in, Savage. Check it out. Check it out. Talk about this Bournemouth game. It's going to be, obviously, the Champions League. Let's talk about the Champions League first, guys. Let's talk about the Champions League. So, how's everyone feel in the chat about our group? Nervous? Excited? Happy with it? Could have been worse? Could have been better? How do we all feel in the chat, guys? Let me know in the chat right now how you all feel about it. Because, you know, I'm not too... The Ajax game, look, Ajax are going to play in a fashion that's quite... You know, Ajax is a big name in European football. One of the biggest names in European football. That's not diss it, yeah? Massive, massive team. Arguably, the greatest academy that's ever come out in football is Ajax's academy. Tremendous academy. Massive team. But they're going to play in a way that probably will suit Liverpool. They're going to come out, they're going to play their own game, attacking brand of football. You know, that's Ajax football. It's Dutch football. It's what they play. You know, it's the Dutch way. And I think that would be suited to Liverpool a little bit. I think it will be. Here's my man playing Xbox.
What's going on? What's going on?
You're right, man. I'm just saying about Champions League group. I think Ajax will be. It's a tough game, big game. Love Ajax, as I said. They're one of the biggest names in European football.
I just want to go back.
One of the best academies in European football. Tremendous, tremendous side, but they're going to play an attacking kind of way, and I think the attacking kind of way will help us. I really do. Playing Ajax. Napoli, look, Italian teams we struggle with sometimes. We struggle with the Italian style. It don't suit our way we want to play. I know we beat AC Milan and Inter Milan last season, but, you know, they weren't the easiest of games. So they'd be tough. But Napoli game would be tough. And then Rangers, no disrespect to Rangers, they're going to be up for it because it's Scotland versus England. It's an all-British game. You don't get many of them. So Rangers are going to be proper up for it. But we should be beating him home in a way. We just should.
Yeah, I think.
So when I look at the group, I'm looking at it in a way that I think we should go through. We should go through. We should go through top of the group. To be fair, should go through.
I expect us to top the group every year. To be honest, I think as long as we just don't underestimate the teams, we should get. I think we finished on maximum points last year.
Yeah, 106. Only British team, English team to ever did it.
I can see us doing similar, the same, or maybe drawing 1 or 2, depending. Because obviously, if we win all the games early, I would like for some people to get rest and stuff, and then change stuff up. But I think Rangers are kind of a dangerous one in a weird way. If you take Rangers lightly, when you play them at home, at their home ground, the crowd will suffocate you, man. They will make the atmosphere could be serious, but good enough to beat all of these teams. I mean, the Napoli team that we struggled against before was Ancelotti's Napoli, wasn't?
Yeah.
They're a little bit different now. Ajax as well. They were looking good on the Ten Hag. A little bit different now, and it looks like look at the losing players. Gravenberch is gone. Anthony's about to go.
Yeah, they're not the same team.
Ziyech is going back there.
Yeah, because he's a failure.
He was great for them.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't see. I'm kind of the same on Liverpool all the time, to be honest. It's not arrogance. It's just we know football, and if Liverpool play the way Liverpool should play, we should beat most teams, man. There shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I totally understand what you're saying. I mean, the thing is, yeah, we're in bad form at the moment. We are. Hopefully, that bad form obviously is not going to last for too long.
Yeah.
We get our players back. I know we're playing. Once the Champions League starts, I believe in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks today or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it's a game every 3 days, ain't it? Because it stops in November. So it's a game every 3 days. League, Champions League, Champions League. So I think that actually suits us more than having time off.
Yeah, Liverpool are rubbish when it's time off.
When we have, like, Klopp loves having breaks. This is what makes me laugh. Klopp loves the team having a break, having a rest, yeah? Chilling out, going away for a couple of weeks. How many times are we actually good when we come back from a break?
I don't know. We broke the dock the last couple of years, so we've been all right after international break and stuff like that. But I think Klopp's thinking of it from the health and fitness point, from the players' legs and stuff. But we're thinking of it momentum-wise. We usually better just keep going. Like last season, we just kept going every 3. We wouldn't have caught with Man City if there was gaps in between them games. But every 3 days, I mean, it's what it is, and it's just one of them ones. As long as I think Klopp normally only has something to say, which is fair enough, is when they give us the weird scheduled games. But that's because he's from Germany, and the German, their kind of FA, UEFA and all that, and Spain, they take care of their teams, and
yeah, they look after them.
Yeah, they look after their teams. It's not really giving people special treatment, because none of the other Premier League teams, because it won't be just us, and it would be us, Man City, Chelsea, and Tottenham. So it'd be giving all of us special treatment if you say that. But the rest of the Premier League teams ain't in there anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
No,
because it's good for the league, and whatever league it's in, you want the Champions League to come back to that league.
Jesus, John, my man.
Oh, this guy.
Because I don't get it up on here. So big up John Conway. Absolute legend, gifting out 10 memberships. John, my man, because I know they cost a bit as well. Thank you very much, John. I can only thank you. I really can. So, guys, if you haven't got a membership yet and you want to be a member, there's 10 there in the chat. There's 10 in the live chat. So just pick one up. You get a free membership for a month. Go for it, guys.
That's why things like in the future, like YouTube meetups and that's why they're sick, man. Because people like John and that, you want to meet them properly, and it's through the screen ain't good enough sometimes.
No,
sit down, have a drink with someone, get a group together. Could do that in the future still. Yeah, obviously, we'd have to find a meeting spot. Probably Liverpool would be cool, because
like the middle of the country or something, can't it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But no, we'll definitely do that. I was thinking of planning to do something like that for Christmas.
Yeah, it'd be dope, man.
I was thinking of doing a Christmas meet-up, getting everyone together, meeting up in Liverpool or something for a weekend or something, getting hotels and that.
Yeah.
Having a weekend sometime around Christmas time and all, something like that. Get a Christmas get-together with the boys and that.
Yeah, I think it'll be sick, man.
So yeah, I think they're planning on doing something like that. So I'll probably get the work to do that quite soon, actually, because it's coming to that time, ain't it? It's mental to book things like that. You have to start doing it now. But yeah, I actually think Rangers will give us the hardest game in a way in these group games, because
they play high energy, man.
Yeah, and plus it's Scotland, England, and the Scottish teams love playing the Premier League teams, don't they? They love it because there's that narrative that they can't compete with Premier League teams. So they love that narrative. They love trying to best them. They will rough up. I mean, I said we should beat them home and away. To be fair, Ibrox will be a hard place to go to. The atmosphere is going to be wild. a night game,
Yeah.
right under the
I've
lights.
been to that stadium, man. It's mad.
It's
bro.
going to be a hard game. So yeah,
I think you know what? I think it's a weird one with Rangers, isn't it? Because like I don't have second teams in that, but when it comes to Scottish football, obviously Rangers is one I would always, favour over Celtic. I don't like Celtic, and I don't know. Without being disrespectful to them, because when you're watching it in context of their own league, that's completely different. When you're trying to compare them to like if they were in the Premier League or whatever, they'd probably be mid-table, and that's what I kind of see with them. I can't see them being better than a lot of the other teams. I think if Rangers was in the Prem, or Rangers and Celtic was in the Prem, they're looking at like 11th, 12th, and pushing to like 9th and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that being said, Liverpool. It's kind of crazy saying this, isn't it? Because we don't normally do it, but we just had it at the Manchester United game, which we said before the game, don't play the flipping occasion. I get it though, because that was a little bit different. Man, you were mad up for it. There was a protest going on outside, all that business. But yeah, don't play the occasion against Rangers. You should batter them, bro. Like they're great for what they are, but not compared to us. That's kind of mad. So yeah, I think we've seen it over the years with Celtic. Remember, Celtic's normally the one that end up in the Champions League on their own, because when there was qualifiers, Rangers always used to lose the qualifiers, whereas Celtic always pushed in. Do you remember Celtic used to get Barcelona every year?
Yeah.
And they just get spanked up 5-0 and that. And then, was it one time did they win a game or did they draw with Barcelona? But it was massive. They beat Barcelona, innit?
Didn't they Celtic beat Barcelona in the knockouts?
Yeah, it was Messi's Barcelona, innit?
Yeah,
I swear. Yeah.
Beat them in the
So
knockouts.
I remember how massive it was. So yeah, it's But then look at Ajax and Napoli. Like I said, I kept up with Italian football last season because I enjoy it, man. But Napoli's not the same team, and it's a different team with Ancelotti there compared to now. But they're still good. And then Ajax as well, completely different without Ten Hag, bro, because they play different football. But yeah, interesting group, man. It's one of them ones. What if you look at it by name, you would call it a difficult group. If you look at it by what's actually going, to be fair, if you look at it by what's going on, we're not in best form. But I think it's always, Liverpool don't really regularly take their form into Champions League games. It's kind of separate. And if we start winning in the Champions League, we pick up Bournemouth victory and then go on and start winning and go into the Champions League game and win, it'll spoil our season, I think. So yeah. I'm here for that, bro. Yeah. But yeah, Rangers are, I like Rangers in it. I really like them, but I just think
spot for Rangers. Always.
Yeah, I mean, I like Alan McCoy, in it. That's what I liked when I was a kid. But yeah, I just think that it's easy for us as football fans. I think sometimes we just do it to make ourselves feel better. Start saying that certain teams are like better than they are because we're going to play against them in case we lose. But come on, man, like even the fact that we drew against Fulham and Crystal Palace, and I'm still better than them. It's not disrespectful, we're just better than them. So is that Savage Cav in the chat?
Yeah, it's just like bringing plus ones to the meetup.
I'm not bringing my plus one by Ryan Cav.
all boys. Big up Andrew's been in Turkey. Jay, last night in Turkey, flight not until 12 a.m. Turkey time. Do you really? Yeah, you always. Ain't it
mad? Every time someone says they're in Turkey now, I just think of somebody getting some kind of surgery done, bro.
I love Turkey. I got married in Turkey.
Yeah, I remember you said, man.
Love
it's a beautiful place, to be fair.
Love the country. Ola Denise is where I usually go all the time.
Yeah, sick, man. But his influence over the last 3 years, man. Every time someone mentions Turkey, I'm like, someone's getting ass cheeks done, man.
Getting their ass cheeks done, some hair done, some teeth done, something's happening. You know. Why is Turkey the hotspot for all that?
It's cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, because they don't have no. Yeah, what I love about Turkey, because they're not part of the EU. They got no copyright laws, have they?
Yeah, you know what I always think about people who get stuff done in different countries. I've always got this vision of like them getting something done. It looks amazing, and then when they get back to England, it starts to fall apart. And then when they visit the clinic again, the clinic's gone. It's just like an empty building.
They've moved off. Oh, I love it. Cav, I've sent you a link as well if you're in the chat, mate. If you want to join, you're more than welcome. Yeah, I mean, let's get to these other groups as well before we get to the main Liverpool game. Group B,
the worst group.
Group B, Atletico Madrid, Porto, Bayer Leverkusen, and Club Bruges. Who are we fancying in that, guys? So everyone in the chat as well, let me know you fancy in all the groups. So Atletico Madrid, Porto, Bayer Leverkusen, and Club Bruges.
Atletico's definitely go through, and the Bayer Leverkusen and Porto is a hard one. That's
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
Don't Porto always make the knockout stage or something like that?
if we allow them to, as long as they don't meet us in the groups, because
Yeah, exactly.
we get them every odd year normally, but 2 legs. I don't know. You know what it is? It's going to be whoever Club Brugge take a point off, because there's always a team where everyone thinks they're going to batter and then they take points. That's what Thingy done, isn't it? That's what FC Sheriff done last year. They got their points from Real Madrid, and then Madrid had to win all their games. But Club Brugge, they're still like their team in their league, and they're not that good. When I watched Man City play against them, I was so bored out of my face. I was like, this team is terrible, bro. You never know, man. I give them their respect in it. We'll see what happens, but I think Atletico and Porto are more likely.
Yeah,
Leverkusen might just miss
Atletico and
that.
Porto. What other games? Group C: Bayern Munich, Barcelona,
this
Inter Milan, and Victoria Plezano, whatever they're called.
Yeah,
Let's take them out of it. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, or Inter Milan. Who's going through?
Bayern Munich. I'll leave it there. I don't know about the rest, bro.
I'll go Barcelona and Bayern Munich. I think Barcelona got to do some. Barcelona got a team. Have you seen it? All of a sudden?
They have.
Their team's stupid yet again. And
Inter's team's a bit more together, though.
Yeah, and they've got Gavi and Pedro there. Interesting.
That Victoria Plzeň, they're Czech Republican, I think. They're from the Czech league. Pretty sure.
Bayern Munich to win the group. Big up, Mark. Yeah, Bayern Munich should. I think Bayern Munich will walk this group. I think they'd be far too strong.
Yeah, Bayern Munich's got one of them things that even if they lose a game, they'll just batter everyone after that. So
yeah, I see Bayern Munich going through comfortably, and then I think Barcelona will go through with them. But
I don't know,
Inter Milan.
I've got a feeling that it might be Inter and Bayern Munich. I'm not even joking, bro.
Group
Barcelona,
C,
like their team's dope and that, but
Group C might be the group to watch. That's gonna be interesting.
One of them's gonna lose to that Victoria, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It
just happens, don't it? It just happens.
Yeah.
Group D: Eintracht Frankfurt, Spurs, Sporting Lisbon, and Marseille.
Oh my god, this group, man.
Quite a tough group.
Marseille and Spurs are gonna go through.
I'm gonna go mad here.
You're gonna Spurs not making it.
I'm gonna say Frankfurt and Marseille.
Yeah, to be fair, Frankfurt with their home games and that is gonna be hard because they got that crowd behind them, man, bro.
Antonio Conte's teams have never done well in Champions League or in Europe, full stop, and he's had better teams than his Spurs team, and never done anything in Europe ever.
That's true. I guess you got to say that at some point.
Spurs are going to have to play a game every 3 days at high intensity in Conte's style. I think it might catch up with them, and Conte might just end up picking the Premier League over both competitions.
The problem is, Jay.
That's why I'm saying Frankfurt.
I think I agree with you, but the problem is it doesn't work like that anymore, innit? Because if he tries to pick the Prem, he's going to end up in Europa League.
Yeah.
And then he's going to end up in the conference, bro. Because remember when he took over the job last year, he was in the Conference League, and then didn't they just forfeit because of COVID? They couldn't get to all their games, but we're losing.
Yeah, well, I think UEFA will go chuck them out anyway.
Yeah, but they lost some games in there anyway. They weren't winning them games. They were losing against trash people.
I think UEFA will go chuck them anyway. So I think Spurs walked before.
Tell you what though, I like obviously it's only early in the season, isn't it? But I like Marseille's team, bro. And they were they were linked to Ronaldo yesterday again. But they got Strootman, they got Alexis Sanchez is there, they got Payet. So they got Guendouzi.
They got all sort of like the old ballers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they got. So if they can actually link up for a couple of games, they could be trouble. But also at the same time, they could have games where they get absolutely ripped apart. That's what Marseille are going to be like, I think, in Europe.
I agree. I just don't think anyone in that group can rip them apart. But after that,
it's a tight group. It is an actually really tight group.
Yeah.
Spurs, you'd say are probably favourites because Conte's their manager. They're doing well. They've got a decent team, but they're going to play every 3 games. Frankfurt, Sporting Lisbon, and Marseille. They're Sporting Lisbon and Marseille are seasoned European vets. It's going to be it's a very tight group. It wouldn't surprise me if Spurs went through. It wouldn't surprise me if Spurs didn't go through, because this could be like
more than anything.
I don't see any team winning every game.
Me either.
It could be a low score. When you get one of them groups and someone goes through with 5 points.
Yeah.
It's going to be like
I
that.
think there's going to be a few draws in there. I think mentality for Spurs in the season is going to play a massive part, because when you take yourself away from what you already think of these teams, and we're a bit, obviously, everyone here watches the Prem more than the other leagues, and it's automatically, unless it's like Bayern Munich or Madrid and that, we always think that the English team's going to do better, but the other teams ain't bums, and Spurs haven't proven anything yet. You know what I mean? They just made it to the Champions League last season. They were though at the end of the season, but they were trash in the middle of the season. They were winning a game and losing a game back to back constantly. So, I don't know. Looking at them football-wise, I would say Spurs are going to go through. I think Spurs and Marseille is going to go through, but like you said, it could be anyone, bro. That could be the group where anyone goes through.
Yeah, totally. Group E, AC Milan, Chelsea, Red Bull, Salzburg, and Dynamo Kiev.
Oh,
While you're just doing that, my boy's crying. I'll be right back. You go through it, yeah?
Yeah, I'll cover it. So we've got Dynamo Kiev. I can see Kiev taking point off somebody, but they're likely to finish on like a 1 point. I'm not even joking. Chelsea. I don't know if Chelsea's going to top this group, but Chelsea's definitely going to go through this group. I can't see them going out. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. If I get the groups up on my computer while Jamie's gone, I can't see what he's got. AC Milan as well. Obviously champions last season. Got great togetherness in their team. Got some aging players in their team as well, but I think for this group stage it shouldn't matter too much. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Don't know with this one. This one's a bit of an iffy one still. Others. See what everyone's saying in the chat. Chelsea top and Milan second. Kiev at home will be dodgy. Yeah, man, I win. I don't know. Are they playing at home? That's a good point still, because I don't know what it's been like since, all the issues they've had. Just check it out actually. Let me have a look. Because it's always a bit funny, but just because the media in England stop talking about stuff, there's probably still stuff going on in it. People don't really care, which is a bit of a shambles. Home games. Very interesting. What else we got here? Demo, big ups, Hugo. Why is everyone blaming Pep Linders and his book for our players not being able to defend and missing chances? Because people always feel like they need somebody to blame other than their favourites, instead of just telling the truth. It'd be interesting to see who would be blaming if Pep Linders didn't bring a book out. I mean, it's kind of silly. What I think is, a man can't write a book now and just do other stuff in his career. I mean, the book was written. It started. If you read the book had started. He had been writing that book since within last season and before, and then obviously waited at the end to see where we got through in the trophies and to add them chapters into the book. But it was going to be in there anyway. So all these people that keep saying that we're giving away tactics and stuff in the book, it's not really like that. It's more about the mentality of the team and interesting stories around particular signings and stuff, or like for the reasons why we got Darwin Núñez and things like that. But it's not, to blame him is a bit crazy. I think we've never been in a time where people have been blaming anyone's number two. You know what I mean? A lot of people just blame him over more than Klopp, which is kind of weird to me, because you would never do that to another team. But I get it. He's your favourite, so you don't want to say it. But if you're going to blame anyone, you blame Klopp and FSG. You kind of leave the number two out of it. He's a number two for a reason. When he's number one, you can blame him. But for now,
the Pep Linders stuff.
Yeah. Demo was just asking why people keep blaming Pep Linders because he's written a book instead of blaming our team for not defending and not attacking. You know, because if you think about it, the people who get blamed the less of what's going on is the players more than like Klopp gets blamed more, FSG gets blamed more, Pep Linders, and the players get off, and it's because it's everyone's favourites, isn't it? But as long as we all know that we don't hate these players and it's just talking about football and not being rude to them, just say
exactly.
they're not being good enough, and that's nothing to do. Like I can pick out Virgil not playing as well. It's nothing to do with Klopp and Pep. Trent not playing as well is nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? The strikers not scoring as much goals and stuff is nothing to do with that, man. We're just in a bad place at the moment. But when you take it into context, still 3 games. We'll go beat Bournemouth and then kick on from there. Then we'll see what happens. But it's a bit weird. And
yeah, I mean,
the book started ages ago. Anyone who's read the book will know the book was ages ago. The book had started before we had caught up with Manchester City. So, bit mad. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think everyone's after someone to blame. That's all it is, ain't it?
Yeah. It is embarrassing blaming the number 2, though. Just blame Klopp on it and just keep it as that.
Well, Klopp's the manager at the end of the day.
Well, you know when you go to shops and that and then they get something wrong, when you're angry, you'll blame the person at the checkout. And then when you calm down, you go, I'm sorry, I'm not blaming you. I know it's not your fault. Speak to your manager. So all of a sudden, everyone's calm down and that, bro. Yeah, and all the tactics things. I think if everyone wants to be like online journalists and keyboard warriors and all that business, I think if you read the book in it or you can go and find like download and snippets of it and that. Go read the thing before commenting because everyone's just saying random stuff and not reading it. It's a bit mad. You wouldn't do that with news stories and stuff. Actually, people do because I hear people say that Klopp said something and then I'm like, I literally just watched the press conference. But
everyone absorbs everything in 30 seconds now. That's the way we live our life, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how
everything's absorbed in 30 seconds. So if what we hear in 30 seconds is gospel without listening to the other hour that goes with it. You know what I mean?
One now is, when people are on Twitter, they don't they're not even looking at who the source is because obviously it's whoever's got the most likes and stuff or retweets on a certain thing. But like, so people read it and then just come back and say, "Have you heard that we're getting this player?" And then when I go on Twitter, I'm like, "This is just a random person who said it. Like, this is not some insider."
No, exactly. So what do we think this Champions League group with Chelsea in? AC Milan, Chelsea, Red Bull, and Dynamo.
I said it's a hard one. Someone asked a question about which.
I think it's quite a difficult group for Chelsea, actually.
But do you know what's going on with Kiev's home games? Because obviously their country's a bit of a shambles.
I do think Ukrainian games are happening in Ukraine again now.
No, you're mad, bro. If I'm a player on, I'm not going, bro. I'm not risking it.
But the problem is, are you going to go for an opposition player at this moment in time? That's the issue, ain't it? I don't know if it's worth risking.
I'm not going to lie. I'll be scared, bro.
So, are they going to play in? I don't know. I mean, it's a mad one. But yeah, Dynamo Zagreb. Dynamo Zagreb, they're Croatian, ain't they?
If you said Dynamo Kiev, that's what.
Yeah, sorry, I mean Zagreb.
Oh, yeah. Okay, forget about it.
It's late. Yeah, I'm looking at it twice. Yeah, it's late.
Okay,
Dynamo Zagreb, yeah, Croatian, ain't they?
Yeah. Okay, we're cool.
Because Red Bull Salzburg are a decent team. They can score goals. They can upset a Chelsea and a AC Milan in this group. They can upset them. But I do think Chelsea are a cup team. And
Tuchel's a cup manager, I think.
Yeah, and because of that, I think Chelsea will go through with AC Milan. But the other two will put in games. Dynamo Zagreb, that's going to be a hard game to go to.
You say Salzburg's in that group as well?
Yeah, Red Bull Salzburg, yeah.
Gotta be careful about that team, bro.
Yeah, they can score goals. They can score goals. So they like to express themselves like the
I know that we played against their obviously our team was a bit messed up, but you've seen that they can twist you up at this. You know what I mean?
They're be decent team. Decent team. I expect AC Milan and Chelsea to go through, but wouldn't surprise me if there's some weird results in that group. Group F, Real Madrid, Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Celtic. So Shakhtar Donetsk is the team that they're Ukrainian, ain't they?
Yes.
Donetsk is in Ukraine, ain't it? Yeah. So I don't know where them games will be played, but
probably a neutral venue, isn't it?
Yeah. So that don't really benefit them, does it?
They're not good anymore.
Leipzig, Madrid, we
They
going?
used to be good.
Yeah.
Leipzig and
Madrid.
Yeah.
Quite a simple one. Man City, Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund, and Copenhagen. Oof, it's Man City and anybody. It's literally Man City or anybody else.
Dortmund, Copenhagen. Who's the other team? I know Man City's in there. Who's the fourth team?
So yeah, it's Sevilla, Dortmund, and
Sevilla.
Copenhagen. You're missing.
Well, we
Tell
know
you
that Sevilla win Europa Leagues, and they don't win Champions League. So.
It's Man City and anybody. I can't call it. They could all beat themselves, really, can't they? I mean,
Yo. Who's
what the hell? Who the hell?
That's not me, man. Who's done this, bro? Who's this fraud, man?
So is your partner officially pregnant? What is going on here?
What? Nah, bro. I'm not having no more kids, bro. Whoever's doing that, bro, just allow me, man. Stop spamming the thing, bro. Somebody block him.
Jesus. There you go. It's all been done. Done, Ben. Got rid. There you go.
I honestly don't want no damn kids, bro.
They didn't take long for someone to mock you there, is it? That's it.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Congrats.
I got puppies, man. I don't know what I'm saying. I got puppies and a 14-year-old, man. I'm good.
Fake news. He had the snip. That's what his trip to Turkey was for. Big up, Stephen. How you doing, my friend? The GOAT. How you doing?
Oh, Pac-Man, stop, man. Come on, bro. Just love me, bro.
Great news.
Don't do that, bro.
Bernardo.
My dad's name's Kevin as well, bro. You trolling
there
me,
you go. Oh, man. So I'm going to go Man City and Sevilla. So I don't think Dortmund are that good. Man City and Sevilla. I think we'll go through that.
This is ain't around here, so I'm going to go Man City and Sevilla still.
Yeah.
Well,
and
my
then
turns off.
Copenhagen all the way.
Every time.
Every day. PSG Group H. PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa. Just to finish
PSG
it
is
off.
going to be Champions League final this season, so they're going to win this group. They're a different team. I can tell already, bro. They look different, man.
Ain't me, says Cav. Cav, I sent you the link on Twitter, mate. Your DMs if you want to come on. If you want to jump on.
It's too busy DMing people's aunties and moms, bro.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Social media now saying De Jong is coming to Liverpool. If that happens, man, I'm
not trusting in any signing, any news until I see the Don at that table doing that fake smile with the pen in his hand. Pull that out.
Yeah. I just want to see.
I don't even trust that because I've seen Fekir do it and I never seen him. So
no. Yeah, I did. Yeah, exactly. Fekir actually signed.
Fekir turned up, took the picture in the Liverpool top, and turned away. Do you remember Ross Barkley turned up at Chelsea and they didn't want him?
That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Oh man, that is. Oh, where is it? I ain't got it no more. That picture of De Jong when he's looking at Xavi. That picture is great.
That is bro. That is funny, bro.
Oh, now someone's done me as well.
Look what he said.
Bit late for the condoms. I've got 3 kids. It's a bit
way late for that. He's got a whole faction in his house, bro. Like,
where did I get that picture? I love their effort. I'll give them that.
They've got you looking damn intense in the photo as well.
Yeah, I know. It's just where they finding this. I love their effort. But yeah, they guys, that's the
People got too much energy, man.
because it ain't coming up on my YouTube chat for some reason. So yeah, that's
Forget De Jong coming to Liverpool. He ruined our model. Remy's hilarious. It's too expensive to ruin our model. That ship has sailed, bro. that ship with our model has sailed, bro. We're just gonna die on a rotten hill.
It's Goldbridge, Jamie. Could you imagine Mark Goldbridge just sitting at home, the biggest football YouTuber in the world, sitting at home just mocking other people? That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Jesus Christ.
I'm not touched Goldridge's channel since the Beatles, and I won't for another 2 weeks, bro. I'm not ready to see his reaction yet. I'm not ready, bro.
See, some people are saying they can't see it. I can't see it on my YouTube either.
Oh, maybe it's...
But
maybe it's because you blocked him through
yeah.
StreamYard that we can see it and he can't see it. Well, that's a good thing.
Right, yeah, there you go. Well, it's got they're all gone anyway. They're all gone.
We'll just change his name and come back.
Oh, the Egyptian king is here. Big up the Egyptian king.
Too calm.
Big up Mo. Big up Mo.
More than that.
Mo, if you're feeling generous, I'm a bit skint. So yeah, you know, if you're feeling generous. Oh, right. I've got a question. There you go. Before we get on to the game, guys, I'm going to ask this question.
Is her name Rachel Weasel? Rachel what? You know the one from The Mummy?
Rachel Weisz.
Daniel Craig's missus.
Rachel Weisz.
Rachel Weisz, isn't it?
Raquel Weisz. Is it Raquel Weisz?
I think it's Rachel Weisz. Yeah. Hey, mate. I had a crush on her in The Mummy, bro. Come on.
Oh, yeah. She's fun. Have you ever seen her in the Euro 96 film? When you're Morrissey? When she gets him out. When she gets him out. It's great.
What's that finger movie called? Oh, don't let me. I'm going to forget the name now. You'll know what I'm talking about, bro. The Sylvester Stallone one, the football one back in the day, man.
Oh yeah, great.
Great
Escape.
No.
Escape to Victory.
Escape to Victory, man, with the legends in it, bro.
And Pele with the kick when he got shot.
Bro, you know how confused I was.
Did Pele get shot? He's holding his gut and he's got a blood wound, didn't he? And he did a bicycle kick.
There was no impact on the bullet though, but he just got shot.
Yeah, and I only realised recently that's why they call that wrestling move the Pele kick.
Yeah, the Pele kick. It's because the Americans go there. Pele kick.
Yeah, that's the only reason I think.
Yeah, it's the Pele kick, man. Yeah, Americans.
Right. Big up. Big up. Sada sent me 20k. Jesus Christ. Right. I've got a question for you. There you go. Let's get top 3 worst performers this season so far.
Players.
Yeah. Or performers. Players. Whoever you want to think. Top 3 worst performers this season so far for Liverpool Football Club.
Oh, it's for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny because I was just about to say Trent, De Gea, and Maguire.
The chat can join in with it as well if you want, chat.
Oh, for Liverpool, it's not even that hard, to be fair. You know what? Has Gomez only played 1 game?
Yeah, that's enough if you think.
Wait, there's Gomez, Nat Phillips played 1. Who played centre back in the first game then? Against Fulham?
Phillips.
Did he? He played against Fulham?
Yeah.
Why do I not remember seeing him? I remember him playing. I remember him coming in for the Palace game because everyone made a big deal about it. But who played? That's mad, bro. Honestly, I don't remember in the Fulham game.
I'm going to have to go and have a look. Firmino, Hendo, and Trent. Gunman's gone.
There's no way Mitrovic would be jumping all over Nat Phillips. That ain't working out for him, bro.
Trent, Virgil, and Firmino.
See, Nemo said as well. Nat played against Palace. I knew that. But who played in centre back? It must have been Gomez, isn't it?
Must have been Gomez. Milner, Virgil, and Trent. Bobby, Robbo, and Trent. All wank. All midfield. Trent, Virgil, and Klopp. Oh, Pac-Man. Might not be far off. Robbo, Trent, and Virgil. How mad is it that a lot of people are saying Virgil?
Yeah, it's by his own standards, isn't it? If it was any
Fab, Virgil, and Bobby. Virgil, Trent, and Fab. But Ramey's just put Firmino. Virgil, Trent, and Robbo. A lot of Robbos here.
Honestly, I don't think. I mean, it's only been 3 games, but I don't think Robbo's been terrible. But it's not. Yeah, you know what? I think so as well. Both fullbacks and Virgil, and it's only Virgil as well because he's changed his centre back partner all the game so far. But
no, Matip played against Fulham. There you go.
Matip was good. Yeah, he was running out from the back. Yeah. So I can't. I have to pick Virgil, and Virgil's the one who's played in every game. So
best right back in the world, getting a lot of shit. I love.
Makes sense, isn't it? Left back, right back, and centre back. Would that make sense? Why we've dropped points?
The medical department and Trent set the piece coach. Firmino, Nat Phillips, and Trent, Bobby.
You know the funny thing. I have to say this about Trent's I know he scored some free
Trent,
kicks for us,
Virgil, and Robbo.
and he doesn't score enough. But the funny thing is, every clip they show us, like if it's inside training or it's an advert stuff of him taking the free kicks, they look shit. They look shit on the adverts as well. Like normally on the adverts they put him in the top bins when they're training. Have you seen the advert when he runs onto the AstroTurf and then the caretaker gives him the keys? Yeah. He puts the ball down to bend it in. I'm waiting for it to go top bin. Just curls into the centre of the goal.
Yeah, it just goes into the middle of the goal. I could have done that. Oh God. Yeah. A lot of big up everyone who's Mad Max in the air. We need to put Virgil on free kicks. Do you know, that's Mad Max ain't a bad shout. Virgil used to smash them.
Trent already spoke about that though, didn't he, last season, about Virgil on free kicks?
Question: how do you know if a player is injury prone before you sign him?
Records, on it.
Just records. If he's got injuries at other clubs in his career.
But Naby wasn't before you got here.
Naby wasn't. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the mad thing.
Different league, isn't it?
Pace of the Premier League is the intensity of the Premier League just don't suit some players. So it's just the way it is. That's why a lot of players don't perform in certain leagues. And then
Thiago already was. Chamberlain already was. I don't think Curtis Jones is injury prone because there've been different injuries, like the eye injuries.
Yeah, the eye injury.
Having COVID.
Do you know what happened about that? His eye. His eyeball actually detached.
Yeah. On a Ramos D versus Seth.
Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ, you remember that? And it actually popped out a little bit in training. That's why he was out for so long. That's the reason. But it's very easy to do if you get your finger right in there.
Yeah. I think that happened in basketball. I think somebody landed on someone.
It's very easy to do. It's horrible. So who's your
Matip's a weird one because he stayed fit for a long time now and then he just got injured. So
Matip's.
And Konate's not injury prone either. He got injured in it. So
who's your three worst performers so far?
No, I agree with everyone in the chat.
Virgil, Trent,
and Robbo. Robbo one was a bit like, I don't know, but they've all three of them played every game. So I think it's easier to do that because obviously Gomez was terrible in the last game. Trent was terrible in the last game. Trent wasn't good against Fulham either though. Virgil wasn't the best in the last game. He wasn't the best in the Crystal Palace game. Although the Crystal Palace game, people gave Virgil a lot of flack. If you watch it back, he done all of his stuff right. It's just that one thing from the Nat Phillips side. And then the Fulham game as well. He gave the penalty away. And by doing that, we drew the game. So it's kind of hard in midfield because the midfield's changed around so much. And they've all played in different spots in it. Like Fabinho didn't play well, but then he got dropped. Hendo got moved from the 8, played well in the 6 against Fulham, but then didn't play well against Man U. Average against Crystal Palace, but didn't start. So I don't know. And then I don't know with the forwards because it is what it is. I mean, I could put Salah in there to be honest. He ain't done much, but he scored his goal, but he's been missing in his games. Like he has been missing in it. Like there's been times when I haven't seen him for 20 minutes, bro. So, but yeah, I'd go. I'd go with them. Which it's a talent sign, isn't it? Because they're like that's all of the one who protects our team, and then the 2 who create everything for our team have been shit. So it's
I'm definitely going to put Trent in there. Can we choose 7, Jamie? You can choose 7 if you want. I was being nice.
Yeah, if you want to choose 7, I would I literally would take it. I'd have Elliot, Diaz, Alisson, and the rest of them can fuck off. That's what it would be.
Yeah.
Because Diaz ain't been brilliant in every game, but he's tried in every game. He's ran his socks off. He saved us in one of the games. Alisson, I just feel bad for him, and Elliot's played well in every game. So
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, so there's a lot of Frankie de Jong stuff. I'm just looking at it now.
Let me have a look at one. I like it. Listen, I love de Jong. I do. I think he's incredible, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean, if we got de Jong, that'd be mad. Apparently, Man United are now looking at Asensio from Real Madrid as well, which their transfer thing just.
I told you they were signing that Real Madrid team that won the Champions League.
Very confusing. Right, we'll go from top 3 worst performers, guys. The top 3 best performers so far. Top 3 best performers so far this season.
Well, 2 of them I just said. Diaz, Elliot,
Ali.
I can't even put. Yeah, you know what? He's still made saves, and so I'll put Ali.
He's done nothing wrong. He's
No, he's done
Ali's the
nothing
one,
wrong,
isn't he? In the chat, who do you reckon in the chat, guys? Your top
Hey,
three
you know what
best
must be hard as a
performers?
goalkeeper, bro? I know it doesn't matter in it, so I'm not trying to make excuses. But have you seen, because of our high line and we play people offside, and the linesman always takes the flipping 10 minutes to put the flag up. You see how much one-on-one saves Ali makes? What don't even need to be saved because
Oh
it's
no, the
offside.
man's
He makes
just
so many saves, bro.
I know. The man's supreme. Carvalho's been good. That is
Ali Diaz, Elliot. Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I think.
Diaz, Elliot, Ali Diaz, Elliot, Ali
Can't
Diaz,
put
Elliot,
Carvalho in
Elliot.
too much. He ain't played enough minutes.
Big up Colin. Big up Colin. How you do well? AKA Seamus. He looks like Seamus. He does, doesn't he? Carvalho when he comes on. The tea lady's been great. Tea lady.
Patman put Fulham Palace in the
Oh, I love it. It's great banter. Elliot Diaz and Carvalho off the bench looked impressive. The goalkeeper, Mo, Elliot and Diaz, Carvalho, Elliot and Diaz. Cafe from the cafe. Cafe from the
Actually,
cafe.
this is kind of bad, man. You've asked the question, but now I'm looking at it. I'm like, you always expect Mo to be in there, innit?
I can't put Mo in there at the moment. No.
People hate when I do that about Mo, even though I love the geezer, but he's not been good, bro. Like he's
not.
The thing is, in the first game, he looked sharp in his movement, but still didn't do anything. But he's got 2 goals in it. He's got 2 goals this season. He's got 2 in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, scored against Fulham, scored against United. Yeah, don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
This Frankie de Jong stuff. So I'm just looking around and Liverpool willing to pay 60. I love the thing willing to pay 60 million to sign Frankie de Jong. It has been claimed.
Yeah, like they're doing us a favour by giving us the 60 mil. That's not going to end like that, is it?
I love it. Willing. We're willing to spend. It's Frankie de Jong. Just spend it. It's not willing.
What Barcelona should do is like take him for this much money and pay him the 17 mil we owe him, and then we'll
yeah.
That's what it should do. So you like buy Frankie de Jong for 40 mil and then give him 17 mil to Frankie, and we'll call it quits. I'd love Frankie at our team, and he's got Virgil there as well. You know what I'm saying? Teammates and that.
Mm.
Virgil, have a word, man. What's Virgil doing? Making Nike adverts and that, bro. Have a word with De Jong, bro.
He probably has. Has anyone seen Virgil in that? Here's Kev. Has anyone seen Virgil in that Dutch Netflix TV show?
Yeah, when he gets punched in the mouth.
Yeah. What is that? But I've only seen the trailer for it with the advert of him in it.
That's a TV program. It's
the actual program.
Yeah, it's already out.
It's a Dutch program, ain't it?
Yeah. Tell you what, man. Jay, I have to make. I don't want to make this joke and that. Okay, look at Roadman Cav, man. Anyway, who's ready for a rap? Can I miss these Paxson Paulsons long pieces? Well, I shouldn't laugh at this year, but obviously because of how crap we've been. Has everyone seen the advert with Virgil and his daughters?
No.
Mate, even in the advert, his daughter tries to get past him and he sticks out his leg like he does in the game and she megs him.
That's
and it's exactly the way.
That's
it's exactly the way he done it against Mitrovic, bro. I'm not joking.
That's insulting, man.
Sake, man. Oh, big up Virgil, man.
So here's one thing. So obviously, there's Frankie de Jong talks going on. Personally, I don't think it'll happen. If it happened, Jesus Christ! Frankie de Jong's on more than Salah. I mean, you got to think of that as well.
Cav, look at Nemo's mouth. Look at Nemo's comment.
Cav came with his arms off, but his arms are heavy by. Legends. Enemy.
Oh shit, bro. I'm trying to defeat, bro. Oh my god.
Big up, Demo.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ. Fair
play, Demo, you guys there.
Yeah, I mean, Remy, you're right. His wages would be ridiculous. Big up, Mr. Sinclair. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope everyone's doing good tonight. Just sitting here, chatting, talking about Liverpool being shit and good and crap and
The thing about to add to the Frankie de Jong thing, right? Liverpool is quite clear. Have got targets set out. If they were to go for de Jong now, it's clearly just like a panic thing.
That's a panic buy. Any midfielder we buy now is a panic buy, though, because it's obviously someone we weren't intending to go for because we were bought them already. That's why I don't know if we're actually going to buy anybody. So, yeah, I'm telling you right now, who's the geezer who's usually at Liverpool on the transfer deadline day? Is it Vinny O'Connor?
Vinny O'Connor, man, he gets no love down there, bro.
Don't
even get scousers around him. You know, normally you get like people on BMX riding past shouting stuff. He gets nothing, bro.
Just go to Home Farm where Everton train. Just sit there all day.
Do they still do it? Do they still go to the ground?
Yeah. Vinny O'Connor goes to like AXA every single transfer deadline day,
COVID,
and they go to him twice.
For a bit, but,
I thought they stopped it because people kept bringing like.
Oh, do you remember when? Where was it? Was it Tottenham when everyone brought the dildos out and stuff?
Yeah.
Waving them in front of them. And started swearing and stuff like that. It's just like, that's nuts. I remember someone got slapped in the face with it, didn't they? They're like whacking in the face with a dildo. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, I love it. Only in this country. Where they went around summers on the way. Right, we need that. Man, but anyone now would be a panic buy. That's fine.
Yeah, look, Frankie. Look, sorry if anybody's got their hopes up, but guys, it's not happening. Like money, like if we were to get him, it would have happened at the start of the season, at the start of the summer. Like, don't get carried away with that one, guys. You'll be wasting your time.
Yeah, exactly. So, Cav, who's your top three performers so far for Liverpool?
I think the top performer, and he's only really been average and met like the standard that he'd have set himself, is Ali. As you know, that's been a bit harsh. No, he's been good, to be fair, because you kind of take for granted like some of the saves and the one-on-ones and stuff, and he's already had to do it the first few games this season. So, Ali number one for me. And it always says a lot when your goalkeeper is your best performer, doesn't it? So, Elliot has done well, and yeah, man, it's sad times when you can't really think of three best performers, ain't it? Wow.
Christ. I've got to stop looking at that. Right, go on. What? Sorry.
What was you looking at?
Cora Jade. Right, let's just move.
Oh, and I know what you're on about, her latest photos, isn't it?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, it's illegal.
Mate, she went from Avril Lavigne to something else real quick, bro. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, man, she grew.
I big up Avril Lavigne, man.
She grew.
No, I've got a third, actually. I've got a third. I'd give it to Milner, purely just because he seems like the only guy that, although he's not played well, he's aware that nobody's playing well. You know, so
Kev, you've opened up the things, because I got this off Twitter. In the worst three performers on Twitter for Liverpool by Twitter is Henderson, Milner, and Trent.
Yeah, look, Milner.
Let's throw Henderson and Milner in there, even if we won the league.
I think Milner's been better than Henderson. No doubt about it. I think Milner's been playing better than Hendo. Hendo has been terrible. Hendo, he was decent.
What game did he come on as a sub?
Fulham came on.
He come on and I thought he did better in that.
Yeah, he was better, best midfielder in that game. But the fact everyone is putting Harvey Elliott in their team. Everyone's putting Harvey Elliott in their team, and he's had the less minutes out of every other midfielder.
Yeah, and to be honest, like I'm saying, Harvey Elliott, he's not set the world alight. He just seems like the only man that's capable of running, controlling a ball and passing it. Like, he's just actually done the basics.
I just saw this message on the Wingy driving around Kirk.
So funny, that was so funny.
Oh, that's a great one. Oh,
yeah, man. Demo.
When Stoke signed Peter Crouch, he said that he's on his way to.
And he said he's watching on telly,
Britannia, and he said he was in McDonald's.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he said he was in McDonald's with his dad, and there was like, Peter Crouch on a helicopter on the way to Britannia.
I'm getting a Big Mac. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, Diaz is a funny one. Like it's difficult, and it depends what you're comparing him against. If you're comparing him against just a Premier League winger, then yeah, he's done well. But if you're comparing him against how he's played already for Liverpool when he came in January, yeah, he's not reached them levels yet. And to be honest, like he's got one goal.
I'm not even sold on Diaz yet.
No, and I feel harsh for saying it as well because I really like the guy and I like what he's about and the type of footballer he can be. But yeah, it's just not quite
totally
doing it just yet.
But he only came in January. He played 3 or 4 months of English football in a brand new country. Yeah, so I'm going to give him time. I'm not going to be one of these people who are like, right, Diaz is done. Right, let's move on to the next one. I mean, you've got to give him time.
Having said that, actually, I'm just thinking it through. Actually, I'm thinking it through now, and he is the one forward actually that seems to be like
he's the most alive.
Pinning a bit of hope on at the minute that he's going to create something. So yeah,
because you know,
well, he's a bit like Mane.
Was against us.
He's a bit like Mane, isn't he? He could do something out of nothing.
Because of how good Fulham was against us, everyone forgets. Like the first half, he was our best player.
Yeah,
it's just that then they started kicking him, and then do you remember he had that shot where he hit the crossbar and he'd win it, and then he scored in the next game. And then obviously, Man U, everyone was shit. So.
In the chat, guys, so let's put this in the live chat. Everyone in chat right now, and we'll talk about it as well. What's the total amount of goals you'd be happy with Diaz getting this season? Now, we know Diaz isn't like Mane. He's not the same kind of forward. He's more of a natural winger, ain't he? More of an old school winger, Diaz.
Mane wasn't even like Mane. That's why we're moving to the centre.
Yeah, exactly. How many goals do you think Diaz... What would you be happy with Diaz scoring? Batman's put 1
all season, like just
all season, all competitions.
Oh, 12.
Yeah,
12. But if he gets like 10, I'm not bothered. That's fine. But 12.
Yeah, but he should also win like 10 pens. You know what I mean?
15,
that guy should
20,
be buying
20 all comps.
20 all comps. Yeah.
I mean,
to be fair, if he's
got to play a lot of games, ain't he?
If his GA was like 20, I know I don't really care about GA like that, but it's easy to say it like that, isn't it? So the goals and assists. If that was 20, it's a good season for him, bro.
Yeah.
10 goals, 10 assists.
I mean, we're looking at a man with tremendous ability, and I think that's why a lot of people are looking at 20 goals in all competitions.
Yeah,
because
everyone might as well take flipping old Salah winger and Mane winger from back in the day out of their head. We don't play like that no more. Diaz ain't that player, so.
Yeah, Mane is the bar. Mane set the bar too high for Diaz. I mean, Mane didn't get a lot of assists.
No, he didn't. And he fell under his own bar because from the left wing he started to not play good, and then we had to move him to the centre because Jota played over him, and then we moved him to the centre, and then he started scoring. So
yeah, Mane's game, like everyone always used to call, and they still do call Salah selfish, But even when Mane played with Salah always got more assists.
Yeah.
So I mean.
But like when Mane played, that left-hand side was just on lock. Like defensively,
I mean, in that Premier League Champions League and Premier League seasons that we won, he was arguably the best left side forward in world football at the time. You could have a proper strong argument about that.
That one was not been anyone better. Best in the world.
Yeah, there probably weren't no one better. And people might say Neymar and stuff like that, but
no,
he was outperforming Neymar in club football. He was. I
think even Messi said he was the best.
Yeah. Messi voted for him in the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
Messi voted. Mane is ridiculously good, but Diaz, look. If Mane never played with us, I don't think we'd be measuring Diaz to anybody. We'd just say how exceptional he is, but. We had an exceptional, world-class player played in that position that he's taken over. So it's like the Hendo factor, ain't it? He took over Gerrard as the player and captain in the Liverpool team in central midfield. So no matter what Henderson did in his career, he's always going to be compared. And it's not fair, but it's natural, ain't it? It's just the way it is. When Kevin Keegan left, Ken Dalglish came in and was compared to Kevin Keegan because Keegan was our best player. Dalglish came along. Played in exactly the same position, I think towards the same shirt, number 7. But then he made that his own and became our greatest ever footballer. So you just got to hope Diaz can just do one. Like I think Diaz is a good footballer. And so does everyone else. And that's why we're saying so many goals he should score this season because everyone sees his quality. He can take a player on. He can do one of them outrageous finishes. He has got a bit of the Mane about him when he can do something out of the blue. You know what he always said about Mane? He doesn't even know what he's going to do. You know, when Mane used to get hold of the ball, everyone always used to say, not even Mane knew what he was going to do.
Yeah, when Mane faded away on that left wing and didn't look that good anymore, it's because his unpredictability had gone.
Yeah,
and like people weren't scared for him to take. People used to be scared. Mane stands you up, you finished on it. But then when that went, it's like we've got to move him into the centre. So, but at the moment, because Diaz is smaller, and there's no point everyone saying for him to put on weight and that, because he had that problem when he was a kid, and
he can't put on weight, can he? Or something.
So they see that, and it's 3 games in this season, and I've seen him be battered already, bro. And it's not because he's weak. They've been kicking him like Dalot was trying to kill him. Whoever was playing was it? It's not Tete, is it? For Fulham. Whoever's there, right? He was killing him. Yeah, he was kicking him all over the place, bro.
He's quite strong. He's quite strong.
The 1-2s and that on the wing have to be the one for him to get him behind, because if he tries to take you on every time and someone kicks him, it's finished, bro.
No, he's a strong boy. He's just lean, ain't he? Because he's lean, I think he doesn't look that strong. But
remember the Brighton goalkeeper took him out last season?
Yeah, I mean, he clotheslined him with his foot. I mean, it's just...
But that's an area of his game he could do with improving, is like them runs off the shoulder, and when he is played through down the channel, be more decisive, run towards the goal and tuck it away, because too many times he's kind of
goes wide on it.
Yeah, like he's got the opportunity. If he runs,
he's a natural winger. He's not a goal scoring forward. This is what I'm saying. If you look at Ryan Giggs back in the day, sort of the way the Ryan Giggs went. Ryan Giggs' stats for the career and the amount of years he played for.
Well, you got to bring up this guy again, man.
Yeah, I'm not great. Yeah, I'm not great. I mean, Mane outscored him in like less than half of his career.
Yeah, then the 99 season, the treble, he scored 4 goals.
Yeah, his stats not great, but he was a natural winger. He played the wide areas. That's where he kept himself. And Diaz likes keeping himself in the wide areas.
I will say, to Cav's point though, I think it's actually more him, because I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but if you kind of write off last season because he just come in and he actually didn't play all the games as well when he came in. He was on the bench. He's coming off. So you give him this season, it's going to take him a while you have to get used to the physicality of the Premier League. Because if you watch him in when he was in Portugal, he was a goal scoring winger, bro. He had 16 goals when he came to Liverpool halfway through the season. So he definitely can score.
I think he was the second top goal scorer in
Portugal. He was. He's got to get used to the phicality, and you're not used to man kicking.
It's a different world, don't it? Portuguese English.
You got Tarkowski and that trying to kill you, bro. You got to get used to it, bro.
Yeah. When we say physicality, we also mean, I think a large part for him is going to be timing, and you know, when people are going to barge into the back of him, decide, do I take a touch inside, outside? Do I buy a foul? Because we seen when he first come in last season, I think I think the game against Chelsea, I can't remember which cup final it was, and then the game against Man City, he skinned people on that wide touchline, and he was sort of, the ball was coming into him, and he sort of delayed it a bit, and then sort of chipped the ball through him and ran onto it, and I was like, he needs to get back to doing that again.
Totally. Look, he's going to play enough games this season. He's going to play a lot of games. He will come.
Like all these guys, like Nunes, the same. Like you can't judge this early on. You really have to give him a season. And like the Champions League might help him as well, because he's used to continental football. So like it might just help bed him in a little bit better.
Yeah, I think
he's got fingers in him though. I think he's got clutch moments in him already, bro. I think that's.
Well,
he will grab the game by the scruff of his neck, because he done it the other day. He done it against Tottenham. He scored against Villarreal as well. He has got that in him. When all fails in that, last season, when he was, because obviously he was getting took off in the 60th minute when he was playing, or before that. And when we're playing against low blocks and it's 0-0, the one thing we don't have, which winds me up, is that no one wants to shoot from outside the box, innit? He will shoot from outside the box. Whereas the rest of our midfielders are just like, nah, I'll just cross it. I'll cross it from wherever I am. I'm not shooting at all. And when they do, a lot of the times it goes in. You get Thiago goals. You get Hendo doesn't score average goals, does he? He just doesn't score many. But when he does, you go check Hendo's 3 goals a season. He always scores. It's always some great goal, but he doesn't score much, bro. So.
No, I agree.
It's interesting he's done an interview though, isn't it? I didn't think it kind of surprised me when I seen that Diaz.
I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
did that. Yeah, there's an interview. I think it'll be shown on the Soccer Saturday, ain't it? I think it's for that, ain't it?
Yeah.
Sky Sports.
Yeah.
Did you not see Salah's one before the Man U game?
Yeah, the one when he's in the yellow t-shirt.
Yeah,
I've seen bits.
He's with a woman, I think.
Not your favourite.
Definitely not her. Not my missus. But yeah, it's a good interview still. I know people don't like him Salah talking that, but he was just talking about like
No, it's different.
Team. And he actually mentioned like playing with Nunez and stuff, and talking about how he wants to help him.
I think him and Darwin Núñez are going to be a brilliant. As the season goes on, I think Salah and Darwin Núñez
already, to be fair,
is going to be exceptional. Darwin Núñez just needs to stop headbutting people and he'll be fine.
I wish he just got sent off regular, man. Like it was
like 2 yellows or something like that. The fact that he just
flipping heck, man.
Nutted him. I do think he would have scored against Man United if he played as well. That's the mad thing.
Me too.
That's the mad thing. Right, let's get this Bournemouth going, guys. So Bournemouth, 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon, one of the 3 o'clock games. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3 o'clock kickoff Saturday. Obviously, you got the early one, Southampton, Man United at 12:30, and then Arsenal, Fulham at 5:30. I tell you, Arsenal could win every game to October. So they don't play a top 16 till October.
Who cares about Arsenal, man?
Arsenal fans.
I've seen people asking around the internet already. Arsenal title contenders. What are you talking about? It's 3 games, bro.
They're about to play 3 games a week. Europa League.
People do realise last
game.
season at this point, 3 games, Tottenham was at the top of the table. After 5 games, Brighton was 4th. Just stop it, man. Just stop it.
Yeah.
Flipping hell. It's just so embarrassing.
So, with Liverpool Bournemouth's previous meetings, the previous 5 meetings, Liverpool won 2-1, 3-0, 3-0, 4-0, and 3-0. Obviously, there's been a little bit of a gap because they've been in the Championship. So, how are we feeling, guys?
Mane was the one who scores against them, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, our previous game was 2019. No, sorry, 2020. And the goal scorers in that game was Mane and Salah.
Yeah.
And Callum Wilson for Bournemouth. Yeah, so, and the team for that, that game. So it was Joe Gomez, Van Dijk, James Milner, and Trent at the back. Adrian was in goal. Fabinho, Gini, and Ox was the midfield. Bobby and the original front three, Bobby, Mane, and Salah. We had a bench of Andy Lonergan, Joel Matip, Nico Williams, Naby Keita, Adam Lallana, Minamino, and Divock Origi.
Well, not much has changed with the quality of the midfield, does it? In terms of players and that.
So how are we feeling?
Firmino always had great games against Bournemouth, man. He was always
I mean,
because they're a slower team, and they got no speed, Bournemouth.
We're going to pick the team in a minute as well. So, but how are we feeling, guys? How are we feeling? Cav, I'll start with you.
Yeah, look, for how bad we've started this season, Bournemouth at home, it really doesn't get much easier than that. So, yeah, I'm concerned about our form, right? And I'm concerned about it continuing. But I think this game will win regardless, to be honest. I think Bournemouth are that bad. I could see a situation where we win this game and then the following games we probably look a bit iffy again. I hope that's not the case, obviously. But regardless, I'm looking through this Bournemouth team now and I'm just like, we shouldn't be dropping points to these regardless of how bad we're playing, regardless of the injuries we've got, So I'm confident, I'm confident. And look, if we don't get a result this weekend, wow.
Yeah, and Bournemouth have shifted 7 goals in their last 2 games. Obviously, they beat Villa in the opening day of the season 2-0. Then they lost 4-0 to Man City, and then they lost 3-0 at home to Arsenal last week. So
someone set them up with the schedule. I'll tell you that much, bro.
Yeah, I know it's not a great schedule.
Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool in a row. That's taking the piss, bro.
Pat-Man says you should be twatting Bournemouth. They are useless at the 8-yard shot against Arsenal. I think Bournemouth are the worst team in the Premier League this season.
They are. It's not even a disrespect to them as well.
No, they're going to finish bottom of the league, but this is at home. We're at Anfield, where we have not lost with fans. So the year we had with COVID and no fans, we obviously lost 6 games. But see, when fans are in the stadium, I don't think we lost at Anfield in the league for 5 years.
Yeah, it'd be on like 8 games.
Because Virgil's never lost at the Premier League at Anfield, has he?
No.
So the only year he missed is the COVID year when no fans are in. So that's mad. That's mad. So yeah. Because I don't count that season. I'm sorry. Anyone who counts that season's mad. That season didn't happen. No,
you kind of have to win it because Man City won the league. So
Man City can win the league. I'm counting their league win. But I can guarantee nobody has gone back and watched old footage of that season with no fans.
You want to know what I watched from that season? Alisson's header. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Because it comes up on Twitter constantly. But I don't think anyone goes back and watch it. I go back and watch football all the time in different leagues. Different years. What's that?
Pat-Man said, City are unbeaten with unicorns in the ground.
Love it, Pat-Man. Love it. But no, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a truth. You know, Virgil's never lost. So, you know, I don't see.
Do you know what's funny? I can remember thinking back to them 6 games we lost on the bounce at home. I can remember at the time we had all them defensive issues. It was actually the attack that was failing, you know.
They wouldn't score, bro.
Yeah, and everyone was saying it's because we couldn't build from the back, and that it's, you know, we couldn't play the high line and this and this. It was actually the attack that was bad, you know.
It is very true.
What you're talking about was when Mane was terrible, bro. That season, I'm not even joking. If there was no Salah in that front line, just forget it, bro. Like we would have finished 9th or something like that because he dragged us through, man. I remember Mane couldn't score for ages, and then you remember like we decided to play Origi for once against Southampton, and then he hit the crossbar. He had like
he had a 1-on-1. He hit the crossbar, didn't he?
Because the reason why I hated that game is because we gave a free kick away early, like in the 3rd minute. And then Danny Ings scored a free kick, and then just defended for the rest of the game. Like no one actually. I don't think apart from Chelsea.
Is that the one that Trent was like just?
Yes.
Is at the front of the the line.
Because because I remember them games, and I remember thinking, apart from Chelsea who beat us, no other team actually outplayed us like that. It's just that they scored a goal and they just defended for their life. And our strikers wouldn't score. Because I remember the Burnley goal, I think Barnsley scored a penalty in the last minute. The Everton one pissed me off because Trent gave this penalty away, but it wasn't his fault. Like he got tripped over, and then he lifted his head up, and then Richarlison fell over his head. And then they gave a penalty.
Right. And they just gave a penalty, the opposite way. They gave a penalty. It was mad.
That is the worst thing I've ever seen, man. He wasn't even looking.
Yeah, Trent was sitting on the floor, not looking at play, not even involved in the play.
Yeah.
Richarlison kneed him in the head and got a penalty.
Kicked him in the head,
That's
the worst decision.
That was mad.
And then I can't remember, I think Calvert-Lewin might have scored right at the end to make it 2-0. That one wound me up, man, because I could see that Ancelotti smelled blood and that, and I was like, oh my God, man, don't tell me we're going to Everton, bro. I'm glad there was no fans there for that, though. Scumbag to me. I know. Jeez. And then we had Thingy in it because Hassan Hooter was crying in that game.
That's the one. Yeah, I don't know why he cried. To this day, I still don't know why he cried. I have no idea why he cried. I'm still
Klopp's trying to work that out. Klopp's his idol when they beat him, bro.
That's what he said, wasn't it?
Is that what he said? Klopp's his idol.
Yeah, he said he was so proud that he managed to achieve beating Klopp and this and that. It's like, give up.
You're having a stinker. You're gonna have a stinker of a career with that if that's what you're aspiring to, just to beat Klopp. I'll tell you that much, bro.
Jesus Christ. Right, guys, it's come time. We're going to pick the 11 we think should play, not what Klopp's going to play, what we think should play, guys.
Play the under 23s, man, and have it.
All right, the under 23s. We're all going to go Alisson, yeah? He's the one.
I was going to say Adrian, but okay, Alisson.
No, you as well. Right, a start. I'm going to start with the number 9. Number 9. Now, Bobby played the last game. At the moment, is our only available number 9. Jota's a massive miss, but, you know, Neil Jones of Goal said that Jota and all that should be back by the beginning of September, which will be good. So that's not too long now. It's a couple of weeks.
Oh,
and
great.
Jota
So
should be
they'll be back for the transfer window to close. They're going to be on the signings.
Yeah. And there'll be new
Yeah.
signings. There'll be new
They're going to
signings.
announce them on the Instagram and everything.
Yeah. Back. Yeah, 1st of September. Closes at midnight. 3 minutes past midnight. Jota is back and blah blah. Yeah.
We've got to be careful with him, though. We've got to be so careful.
Jota ain't played a pre-season, so he ain't coming straight back in the team, is he?
If he pulls that hammy again, that is going to be so bad.
Yeah, he needs looking after for a while. There's no doubt about it. But who are we going with, guys? Number 9. Are we just going to have to go with Bobby, or are you going to put Salah in the middle? We got to change it up in any kind of way.
You said this is what we want to do.
This is what we want to do. What we should pick.
It's hard, yeah, because the one team that I wouldn't mind Bobby playing against is Bournemouth. Like, out of everyone in the Premier League, I wouldn't mind Bobby playing in that position. But
yeah,
I'll play Bobby, man. I'll play him, bro.
Play Bobby. Jesus Christ, every name here. They could update their kit. Jesus. There we go, Bobby Firmino.
And instruct the guy to stay up the pitch.
Yes.
Just stay in the box. Stay in the box.
You see this guy drop deep on Saturday.
He doesn't need to against Bournemouth either. That's the thing.
When somebody drops deep with no pace, man, it makes me sick, bro. Because they drop deep. He drops deep to make a 5-yard pass, and then once somebody runs up the field, there's no one there. He's still back, so you got to stay up for his own sake as well. He'll get a lot of goals if he stays in the box.
Are we all going Gomez with Virgil? I think that's our only choice at the moment, isn't
it? Yeah. Bournemouth haven't got any particular.
Nah, man, play Vandenberg well enough, bro.
To warrant playing.
Nah, I'm not joking, bro. Play Vandenberg or flipping Nat Phillips, bro. Stanislas ain't fast enough to. Stanislas to do. He ain't even gonna start. Bro. Gomez pissed me off in that Man U game, bro. You don't understand, bro. That was winding me up because I saw him do that in pre-season as well against Man U. I was like, what's going on here, bro?
I said it in pre-season. I was chatting about it.
I'd rather play Nat Phillips against Bournemouth.
Let's go Nat Phillips and Virgil in against Bournemouth.
Nat Phillips.
Right, midfield, guys. This is the one. So, obviously, we haven't got many fit ones there. But I'm going to put this down and I want to see if you agree. So, I'm going to go with Fabinho in the 6 for this game because
Fab will come back in.
Yeah, I'm going to go. And this is just my.
No one can hold the bench, bro.
This is who I want to play. I don't think it'll happen, but in my opinion, I think it probably should.
Do you know what's frustrating for me? Had Liverpool have had a season where they'd won their first 3 games, I'd throw Bacecic in for this game.
I was just going to say that.
Play. But that's what I'm going for. Fabinho's your DM, and let's just get these 2 boys on the pitch.
Oh yeah, that's the midfield I was going to pick. To be fair, Jay.
If Carvalho can't play and start at Anfield against this Bournemouth team, when the hell is Carvalho ever going to start?
The thing is, Jay, even if we wasn't on form, even if we was on form, this is still the team I would play Carvalho and start him again so we can get used to playing in the Premier League. Because for me, I'm actually at the point now, and I love all of our players and that, but I'm really like, if you can't play against certain teams in the Premier, which are the lesser teams like Bournemouth, then just don't play for Liverpool, innit? Because you're obviously not good enough, bro. If you can't play against Bournemouth, you're not good enough, bro. Honestly.
And I don't see what Carvalho has done to not warrant starting. Every time we've seen him, and I include the pre-season in that, he's done really well. Yeah,
he's dope. You're right. Captains, I feel bad for him coming off the bench because he doesn't get enough time to imprint the game, and he even does a little bit still. But the Fulham game, he came on and had that volley, and then he scored. Or Crystal Palace.
Check his shout.
And what have we lacked this season? Intensity, like energy, attacking threats. Well, See, he's all of that.
I'm not worried about the bench in this game because I just want to get the game won in 90 minutes. I just want the game won. I want this game won. So I think Bayesian was who was saying it. If you start Fabio, who do you have on the bench? Come and sit in. Like that is a good point, but I just want us to just go for it. I'm sick.
Mate, I'm not joking.
Let's
Same
just go
thing.
for this is
Yeah.
Bournemouth at home. Let's just absolutely go
Yeah.
for it. Let's
Same
play the
thing what
young
Jamie
boys.
said, bro.
Let's play the
Honestly.
young boys. Let's give them a go.
You have
Because
to worry about the bench against Bournemouth, and it's not just down. You're not just
Yeah.
worried about injuries. You're worried about quality. Come on, man.
are
on, man.
Elliott and Carvalho and Fabinho going to be any worse than Milner, Henderson, and Elliott together?
Bro, watch Carvalho was
It's-
brushing these like up in the Championship, bro.
Yeah, he's used to playing them. He's played them
It's a
last
Championship
season.
team, man.
He played them
He's
last
good.
season. This is
We brought
perfect
him.
for him.
We brought him because he was dope in it. So
Yeah.
I'm not interested in when people keep telling me about this guy's age and that. I watched Mbappe win the World Cup at flipping 18 or whatever, bro. I'm not comparing the players, but I hate when people constantly do
No,
this
age
age
don't matter.
thing.
If they're good enough,
Yeah,
don't matter,
fuck
does
it,
it?
bro.
If they're good enough, don't matter. But Carvalho
Putting a
played
lot of
against
pressure on this
Bournemouth
young
last
guy, don't
season.
shit,
Played
bro.
well against Bournemouth last season. Did bits.
Yeah, man.
He's used to playing them. It's no different. Play him now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If he can't play this game against Bournemouth, I don't know when Carvalho ever plays. And I've already said I'm still concerned that Carvalho weren't a Klopp buy. Because I was
Oh
saying
no,
to
I
Jerry
don't know.
James.
Have you heard how Klopp speaks about him?
I know, but I'm not sure if he's a Klopp up because I look at him and Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott plays no matter what. He's definitely a Klopp boy.
Yeah, Carvalho's only just got here though.
Yeah, I'm just worried. That
Three games in, isn't it? It's only just got.
Because my concern
yeah.
with it is that it took 72 minutes to bring him on against Man United when Bobby weren't doing anything, and he kept Bobby on. It was just.
Yeah, I think that's more of a trust in Bobby than.
That's
Carvalho.
just.
I think
Klopp's got to stop trusting. He's got to just start letting these boys play. He bigs up these young boys and never plays them. They've got to play. Because
you see what I just said about the
finished.
youth, though. Yeah, you see what I just said about their age. He thinks the opposite to what I just said.
Yeah,
he's worried about their mental health and all that business and all. You know what I mean, rushing them in, which is fair enough, and everyone says it. But yeah, for me, because I don't think he buys them thinking they're already better than the players we've got. But I think he buys them thinking we can be. There is part in it. I'm not trying to plug the book and that, but there is part where they talk about why they brought him and stuff like that. He's definitely.
Yeah, but if you've like watched Carvalho play and you've seen like the bits that he spoke off the pitch, you'll realise he's not a young.
No, he's quite mature. He's quite mature on the pitch.
He's switched on, you know. He is switched on. Like I'd have no worries chucking him in it, and to be honest, I'd have no worries if he's really not doing it, pulling him off at half time as well.
Yeah, the fans will be behind him at Anfield as well.
Yeah, I think he'll cope fine. Just from what I've seen, I think he's a strong lad.
You hear how he was against after the pre-season game when they asked him he was frustrated about not scoring. Sounded proper grown up, and I watched him play against Man City as well. I know Man City battered him. I think it was but he played good in that game. I think it was in the I don't know if was it League Cup or FA Cup or something like that. But he's dope, man. You're right, Cavi. You're 100% right, bro. So.
Yeah,
that's the team I'm going for against Bournemouth. I'm going Tsimikas over Robbo. I think Robbo just needs to have a rest. Robbo is just running to the ground. Robbo needs to have a rest. I'm going to play. I wouldn't actually play Trent, but we ain't got anyone else at the moment, so he's going to have to play. I'm going to play Nat Phillips because Gomez's performances hasn't told me that he should be playing ahead of Nat Phillips at this moment in time.
I don't think that's from.
It's just Gomez's pace, but we're going to have all the ball in this game.
Trouble is, the thing is for Gomez, he has to play to sort of find his form again. That's the trouble.
Gomez has concentration issues.
Yeah.
And when we have all the ball, like we go against Bournemouth, we have all the ball. That's when his concentration's lacking sometimes. Gomez is a tremendous defender if he's having to defend all the time, constantly. Absolutely constantly having to defend. But I think Nat Phillips has got better concentration than him. And I think Bournemouth might use set pieces to try and beat us as well.
And that
was at Bournemouth. So he knows them as well. So why not use that? You know, put that in. I think that midfielder Fabinho, Elliott and Carvalho could be really good.
Yeah, man. There's going to be games in the season for Gomez to League Cup and FA Cup for him to get up to speed. And
I think Gomez
right now we can't risk it right now.
I think Gomez is our number 2 right back.
I said this
because at this moment in time, I don't see him playing ahead of fit Matip and a fit Konate. Does anyone else?
If Matip or Konate was fit now,
Gomez won't be anywhere.
And the way
Gomez
we
would play
play-
right back.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would have kicked Trent off the pitch
Yeah,
already.
Gomez
And put
would
Gomez
play
on
right
right
back. Yeah, if we had one of either Konate and Matip, I'd have Gomez right back for this game and Trent can hold
Yeah, it's
bench.
a little bit different playing at right back centre back, and the recovery. He's got recovery pace still, and he does run back to try and get the ball back. So,
Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance that Klopp might play Milner at right back?
But I was about to say, here's the team Jurgen Klopp's go. Here's the team Jurgen Klopp's go pick, though, right? Here's the team Jurgen Klopp's go pick.
The
right?
thing is, though, like we
meltdown.
laugh, but
Fan
Milner
base meltdown.
Milner will do a job.
I
He
will.
will do
Okay.
a
I've seen him
job.
against Southampton when Gomez got injured at the end of last season. He was fine.
Yeah.
This is
But,
this is the team he's going to play. If I can find all the players.
It actually upsets me when I see Thiago's an option there, and we know he ain't.
Only thing we'll say from Milner, man, his legs might fall off soon, bro, if you keep playing him.
This is the team he's going to play. Everyone get used to it, by the way. This is the team he's going to play. And then he's going to play this. He's going to play this. This is the team he's going to play.
Thing is, you.
I think that's
I'm
the
not
team.
going to slag it off too much because the fact
think
it's
that's-
Bournemouth, we're probably going to smash them anyway. But
I think that's the team that starts. I do think Trent might miss out this game, you know. And he's going to play James Milner at right back, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, although Robbo needs a rest. And I think he'll play Henderson and Fabinho together. You can, you can play it like that. So there's sort
if
of
he
like
does that, yeah,
that formation there. Like.
if he does that, I'd be fine. But take Robbo off, man.
Yeah, Robbo. I just don't see how Robbo. I wouldn't start Robbo. A lot of us.
I wouldn't.
start
I'm not
Robbo.
over exaggerating like everyone else was about the Man U game with Robbo. I don't think he was terrible, to be honest. But I just think, yeah,
It's
I
his
don't know what
running.
it is, man.
It's
Robbo.
his energy.
Yeah.
It's just not there at the moment, is it?
Mm.
I mean.
Yeah. You might be right though. Just give Trent something to think about, innit?
Yeah. So like,
right now,
Trent,
that's what we can
you're not
do.
been good enough. You're not been good enough. Your place is getting taken by a 37-year-old James Milner.
But you guys know how football works, and the chances are that Trent will start and he'll have 2 assists in this game. And have a
Yeah, I
grand.
mean that can happen.
And if
But
that happens and he plays himself into form, then I'm this what it is.
sometimes though, don't matter who you are. Sometimes you just need a kick up the arse.
Yeah, man.
Don't matter who you are.
I'm going to be upset if Carvalho don't start this game. You know.
Carvalho has to start this game. I don't want to see this team, but I think this will be the team. I don't want to see it, but I think it will be it. I think it will be it. We don't need to play Fabinho and Henderson together. But the problem is, if you play Fabinho and Henderson together, you have to play Elliott in more of a free role because you can't play on the left-hand side. So you just have to sort of make a pivot at these
I
two.
would do. Yeah,
Play
I think
Elliott
the first team that we picked, yeah. I tell Fabinho to just sit in that centre circle and let the 2 kids have the freedom, man. Let them have the freedom because when they let Elliott do what he wanted against Man U in the second half towards the end of the game, we scored.
Yeah.
His first thought every time is to turn with the ball and run at people where the other midfielders and that it's like pass side to side, give it to Virgil so we can play a long ball. I'm like, you've already got the ball. Why didn't you pass it back to Virgil for him to play a long ball for?
So that's the team. Yeah. That's the team I'd probably like to see because if Bobby does come deep here, Carvalho can get.
If he comes deep, she gets pregnant.
That's what I was just about to.
Carvalho
just about to say that, Jay.
Positions. It's a sensible thing.
If you can't convince Firmino not to come deep, at least exploit the space he leaves behind, and Carvalho will do that.
Because Carvalho will naturally, because it's his game, he will naturally go into this position. No, it might be a bit left-hand side, but he will work his way here. He did it in the Man United game. He was here for the header, weren't he?
Yeah.
For the shot, that Mo headed in on the rebound. He got himself naturally in that position because he was playing with Bobby. Bobby stayed on. Bobby was a bit behind him. I think Bobby was like around here. Carvalho's made himself into this position.
Yeah, you're right, because against Palace, bro, when he nearly scored that volley.
Yeah, he came up and he got into these positions. Yeah. So maybe we do go this midfield. Maybe we just do. And Henderson and Milner whole bench, where, let's be fair, it's probably where they should be at the moment. And we just go with them 2.
Yeah.
Give them an hour.
Yeah.
How much worse are they going to be?
Carvalho links up with Diaz quite well as well. He does.
Exactly.
We've seen it pre-season. He was picking up the ball from deep and playing them like slide rule passes into Diaz. I quite like that. I'd like to see a bit more of that.
I mean, if it was me, I'd be changing total formation, you know. I'd be doing.
Me too.
I'll be
we
playing.
spoke about it yesterday, innit, man? Sometimes
Yeah, I'll be playing Nat Phillips, and I'll be playing 4-3-3, man. Play the fullbacks. Yeah, I'll be playing 3 at the back and playing the fullbacks. Trent and Tsimikas as wing backs. Then I'd have 2 holders, and then you're free up top, something like that. That's what I'll be doing, because it'll save our midfielders as well. You know, we've got midfield issues. Then you're playing 2 in the pivot. Yeah, something like that. I mean, then you can play with Bobby there. These 2 can come inside a little bit more, because your wing backs have got more width and area to run into. And then you can basically play them 2 there as like inside forwards, and Bobby can just jot into the 10 position. That's what I'd be doing.
Carvalho Elliott in midfield is mad.
I wouldn't have them two there if I was playing that formation. I would have probably Henderson and Fabinho in them 2 positions. I'd probably have Henderson and Fabinho in them 2 positions who played that formation. But something needs to change, because we need to get 3 points. We just need to put smiles on people's faces again. And
yeah, man, get the Anfield crowd going.
Yeah, because I don't want this game to be like 0-0 after half time. If it's 0-0 after half time, the crowd's going to be dead. And Bournemouth have already won the psychological battle.
Yeah, look, it's a 3 o'clock kickoff as well, so the Anfield crowd might be a little bit. The team need to lift the crowd on Saturday.
Yeah, totally. Look, I hope we come out, we win this. I'm going to get predictions now, guys. I'm going 2-0. Get your predictions in the chats, guys. I'm going 2-0. It's going to be a hard game because we're not in form. Bournemouth are going to play 5-4-1-1, you know, and low block City and try and counter attack. And my son keeps knocking on his door. He should be asleep. Absolutely.
It's like he's trying to escape, man.
Yeah, he's just knocking on his door. Hang on 1 second.
You know what? There's going to be one player guaranteed that I'm just going to get so pissed with from Bournemouth, right? Do you want to guess? Who you think it will be? Guarantee this guy has a good game against us. I guarantee it.
Is that you on about? Is it Kiefer Moore?
No. That frigging Jefferson Lerma.
Yeah, probably.
I swear down. He'll turn into like prime God knows what, but this guy will have a banger of a game. Watch. Just telling you now. And then everyone will be like, oh, should we sign him? Like, no.
It's weird, man, because they just look terrible, man. I was trying to pick stuff up when I was watching the Arsenal game, but Arsenal scored so quick in the game that I was like, I went to my son, man, I feel like turning this shit off, man.
Yeah.
Then I started watching it to see how Arsenal will play, and then their fans was singing for like half an hour, flipping Saliba song, and I was like, oh my god, man, it's terrorizing me.
I don't think Solanke's quite back yet, though, is he? I think he's back in training, but I don't think he's going to make the weekend. So
yeah, Bournemouth strike me as the team that, like, without being too disrespectful, but you know them teams that get relegated early.
Yeah. I mean, they've got championship level players. They've not got one.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nottingham Forest have brought 18 players.
Yeah.
They're on 18 now. They brought Emmanuel Dennis in it. 18 players, bro.
Is that the guy from Watford?
Watford, the one who scored all the goals last season.
Yeah. He's a neat player. He is.
He is.
Actually, he's not neat at all. Sorry, he's not neat at all. But he's a good player. He's got
good finishing.
Yeah.
How much is Ivan Toney worth? If Brentford sell him, they'll probably sell him for about 40 because he's the best player in it. Well, it would be their marquee player. But,
depends when they sell him. He's a player that stock's going to fluctuate so much, though. When he's in form, like, he will go on a run, and if he's in form and he gets sold, say that's towards the end of the season, and he goes in the summer, then he could go for like 40, 50.
Yeah,
even more. We've seen how stupid Chelsea are paying out for someone.
He's got that thingy about him, hasn't he? He's got that Zaha thing about him, where if he doesn't leave within the next season or so, yeah. Because I know Zaha must hate Roy Hodgson, bro. Because when Arsenal wanted him, they just bumped his price up and then just priced him out, man. And
yeah, they've just priced him out of a move way too much now.
that's why
Could happen
he's
to
angry
Tony,
all the time.
but
He's angry at all
Yeah.
times, bro. Yeah, you're right. That could happen to Tony as well.
he's
But
the only
Tony's
man that
really
can
like-
be smiling and still look angry.
Yeah. You know what Tony's like though. When he's one of them outspoken Don, so he'll kick
Yeah.
up a fuss if he needs to leave. He's
Yeah.
already called Brentford shit twice on social media.
I love
Which is-
Ivan Toney. I love
That video is the funniest thing ever, bro. Like the girl's like Brentford shit is like Brentford shit. And like, what are you doing?
He said it because he's going to bang her later. That's why he said it, wasn't it? I mean,
don't blame him, bro.
yeah. I mean, but you know, you can say hello.
I would have dropped that too, bro. Clap out.
Yes,
Yeah,
hello?
bitch, clap out.
Oh no!
Hey.
Oh, you fell out of bed, didn't you?
Try to
She fell out of her little bed.
Oh, bless
But
him.
what was your score predictions, guys?
4-0 to Bournemouth.
4-0 to Ball.
Yeah. Keep
Man,
them all one. It's that Stanislas hat trick, bro.
Stanislas.
See what he's doing there.
Nah, we should crack these, man. I'm gonna go with like a conservative 3-0 still. Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah. 3-0 as well. If we score one, we score.
Oh,
at least
if we score early, the gates could open. It really could if we score early.
Yeah, I felt so bad for Bournemouth against Arsenal. They were trying for about 5 minutes, and then Jesus scored. It was over.
Yeah,
They didn't look like scoring again after that at all, bro.
you're right.
Bit of a mad one.
Yeah, did you fall out of bed? Oh,
Ask if De Jong's coming to Liverpool.
is Frankie de Jong coming to Liverpool? Yeah, there you
Hey,
go.
there's the source, bro.
She knows.
The ITK.
Yeah.
There you go.
Demo, don't wish that on Alisson, man. Let him have a clean sheet, bro.
Yeah, no
He deserves
clean
one.
sheet.
The boy should put an
Yeah.
effort in just so he can get a clean sheet, bro.
Yeah, totally.
Got Alisson having interviews and that talking about we ain't good enough, bro. Poor Alisson, man.
Right now. Yeah, Allison. Yeah, I feel for Allison. He's done nothing wrong, has he? Absolutely nothing wrong. And
the look on his face here when no one was made attention to him, but if you watch the goal back, the look on his face when Sancho scored, he looked like he wanted to kill everyone, bro. It's just like, I covered this side of the goal, and I got Virgil there, Milner there, and Trent there, none used up.
no,
I didn't pick up on this, but apparently Klopp and Alisson were arguing quite a lot during the Fulham game. I only heard online. Yeah, I didn't spot it when I watched it, but yeah, apparently those two were arguing quite a bit. So
I think it was to do with Alisson passing up from the back in the first half. I think.
Yeah, more than likely.
I think you know what it is, bro. You try and you ingrain what you want your players to do in it constantly, but you still want them to have a bit of instinct about it. You know, like how I could see in Ten Hag's face, they were trying to mug him off on the interviews. To be fair, I don't agree with stuff like that. Asking him dumb questions when he's still got owners and that to deal with. But when they asked him about the hair and stuff, and Carragher was like, "Do you think that if you don't have the right players to do certain things in the system, they should probably do something different?" And he looked in Carragher's face and he's like, "I didn't tell the hair to pass the ball out from the back.
No,
it's like I should kick it long." And then he was like, "So what would your game plan?" He's like, "The game plan against Brentford was to go long." And I was like, "That is the worst thing because the hair didn't try to go long once, bro."
No, playing out the back continuously. But this is why I want the young boys to play, because I want us to get to a fast start. I want us to be on it straight away. And I think Carvalho and Elliott will only be thinking one thing, like, let's get to the goal. Let's get the ball. Can you imagine them two passing between each other? They're going to be nice give and goes. You know, Carvalho's going to be looking for Diaz on the left. Elliott's going to be looking for Salah on the right. It helped things out.
Mate, Carvalho, when he was playing for Fulham, was one of the most exciting players to watch in the Championship.
Yeah,
not just because I knew that we was going to get him. He was sick, man. And I watched him live at St Andrews. I can't remember if it was like flipping. It was in high school anyway. And he's so good. So, and I think we already know about Elliott, man. I think Elliott, by the time we get halfway through the season, he's spotting the starting lineup cemented. I don't think Carvalho will get cemented this season. If Thiago comes back, I think he'll just have Thiago play 60 minutes and then he comes on. But I think for Elliott, he's taking that spot this season, then
Yeah.
he's got a bit about him, and so I'm here.
He
for
might
that.
have to. He might have to cover Diaz a little bit as well at some point.
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna rinse Diaz this season.
Yeah, totally. Did you last see the clip where Ali did the one-legged scorpion kick? No, I did not.
Nah, why is that on inside training or something?
Yeah, I'll have to have a look. See what happens when Carvalho and Elliott lose the
They
ball.
gotta run back for that shit, man.
I mean, that is a good point. But it's just let's just mix it up a bit because it hasn't been working. Just mix it up a bit. Let's just mix it up a bit. I don't think they'll play. I think one of them will play. I think either Elliott or Carvalho will play.
Elliott's definitely.
But I think if Elliott plays, that means either Fabinho or Henderson can't play because neither of them can play on the left, and that means James Milner will play, which means it'll be Milner, Fabinho, and Harvey Elliott.
I don't mind Milner playing against.
So that'll be
Bournemouth. And the problem is, as long as he feels fit.
Yeah, that'll be the team. Now thinking of it, Fabinho will probably come back in, Milner on the left, Elliott on the right, and then the front three.
Just start Carvalho, man. I don't even want to see.
Yeah, just give him a go. But
I know one thing. I told you this already, bro. I can't take one more bad result, bro. Not now.
I just want to see. I don't care if it's a.
I'll take another draw in like 13 games or something like that. But until then, just win everything.
We just need a win because I think we've got Newcastle on Wednesday as well, haven't we?
We've got 3 games in 8 days.
Yeah, so let's just go bang bang. Let's just go
Everton.
Let's just go bang bang bang. Let's just go for it. Let's get this win.
Newcastle's gonna be tough.
Newcastle's at home as well, ain't it?
Bro, I'm just saying it now, innit? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't know if Trent can play against St. Maximin, bro.
Hey, Patman put it in the chat earlier. He said even if Trent had 4 legs, he still wouldn't defend it.
Bro, people don't tear Carl Walker up like that. Not for pace and that, bro. They tore him up, bro.
Yeah,
he made the man look confused in that. Cancelo was falling over and all that business. I don't know about that, man. You might have to triple up on him, bro. I'll take him out, bro.
Yeah, just take him out. Jamie, are you doing a watch long for the game? No, John, unfortunately, I'll be with Penny in the hospital. So this is my last live till Sunday, guys. So I'll be back on Sunday because, I'm at the hospital Friday and Saturday with Penny, guys. So I won't be around for a couple of days. I'll be back on Sunday. So, yeah.
I think
you see almost 2.
I was just going to say, just thinking about that Newcastle game, actually, you definitely want Gomez playing for that. So, yeah, you'll see Gomez this weekend just to get him match shot.
Yeah,
Nat Phillips plays against Newcastle. It's going to be
weird
tough
one
times,
as well. When we played Newcastle last time, St. Max was playing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does he doesn't really do much against us, to be honest.
You know what it is, bro? Because when they play against us, they try to play the low block and then he just left to do nothing. So he'll bust his ass up the pitch and then he'll look behind him and he's got flipping armor on, busting the guy off the
So this Mad Max has put, I reckon Klopp will play Carvalho in the false 9 instead of Bobby.
I'm here for it, bro.
No, I've said that he should have played that against Man United. That's what I predicted. That way you get Elliott and Carvalho still on the pitch and you can get a Milner in midfield. So
only problem is that like when they asked, you saw before when they asked about why is he playing Bobby and he said this is the only striker we got. So I think he's just going to carry on doing it. Bro.
Yeah, that is very true. He didn't class Carvalho as a striker, did he? So, but then Mane played number 9. The Mane,
but what I mean is like once we put Mane in the number 9 position, he stayed as number 9 for the rest of the season. Whereas I'm not saying I would put Carvalho there, but I think the way they think is like Bobby's still good enough to play there and stuff. And like I said, I'll say for any one of our players, if Bobby can't play against Bournemouth, then probably Bobby, there's still time to leave because who else can he play against if he can't play against them?
Yeah, exactly.
League Cup. We don't even know if we're going to draw. So
no, exactly. Are we worried about Virgil? Nah, I think he's just. He has been complaining about his knee lately, ain't he? So maybe he has got just a little bit of injury there, but no, I mean he'll be all right. He'll be all right. You right there, darling? Yeah. You say hello.
Hey.
Oh yeah, she fell out of her little bed. You all right?
I think our defense has to be smarter in it. I think that's it, man. Sometimes you have to take it upon yourself You can't just rely on what the manager said. You're doing that high line. You just play the game, yeah, and as soon as it doesn't work once and you realise what's going on, you're like, okay.
Benny wants to read Gruffalo by Pep. This is Phoebe. Benny wants to read the Gruffalo by Pep Linders. Can you imagine a Pep Linders audio? Can you imagine a Pep Linders audio book? Yeah, this is Phoebe. You say hello, Phoebe. Hello, this is the youngest.
What's your favourite book in school, bro?
Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
Roald Dahl. Come on. You remember that thingy book? Does anyone remember that book with the skeletons, bro? Skeletons in the Dark. Is that all it is?
Yes. Yeah.
You know, and it's like in a dark place there was a dark house.
That's the one. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Was it Alma the elephant, the multicolored elephant? Come on, bro. Yeah, bro. Big vibes on that. When the tiger came to tea. Stupid books, bro.
Wasn't that at Christmas? Didn't they put that on at Christmas this year?
Yeah, bro. Listen, schools mocked us off with these books, bro. I learned nothing from these stupid books, bro. Tiger came to tea. Tiger can't come to tea. Kill everyone, bro. What's going on? We're
going on a bear hunt, all that stuff.
Hey, that was we can't go under it. We can't go over it. We gotta go through it.
Wow. Yeah, even Sky have said it now, apparently. Frankie de Jong stuff.
Really?
Someone mugging me off. You know, every time someone said something like this in the chat, I go straight to the Sky Sports and then there's nothing there. So don't mug me off this time, please, guys.
They probably said it like on live or something. What's all this Liverpool? What was Frankie the on ball crap? Even Sky have said it now. If this happens, Of Mice and Men is a really good book. Yeah. It reminds me of my Brody, that.
Come on.
You don't know his own strength. Just popping heads everywhere.
Look at Cal's research face, man.
Yeah, I know he's got that research face on. He's got his research face on.
I'm just reading now. Man City reject £59 million PSG bid for Silva as well.
Yeah, PSG want Bernardo, don't they?
Well, if they rejected that, then that means in the next 2 days they're going to put more money in. They've got unlimited money, bro.
70 mil coming up.
And Mbappe wants what Mbappe gets, like that. So.
We forget Naby will start. I don't know how long Naby's injured for.
Mate, that injury's not real, bro, because normally they just tell us what's going on, man.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't think you see Naby till after the transfer window, If he's injured...
I think that's when you see Naby's in Germany, bro, in a different shirt, bro.
Germany in a different shirt.
Yeah, but we don't see him in a different shirt.
Yeah, we'll offer him to Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund love them sort of players. We'll offer him. I could see him going back to RB Leipzig and having a back with Timo Werner and everything. I can see that happen.
Does he get into their midfield, bro? Might have to go to RB Salzburg, bro, for not Leipzig.
Yeah, go to one of the Red Bull teams. Find a Red Bull team for a go-to. But I mean, Naby. If Naby's back, Naby should play in that team. Naby should play in front of Milner. If Naby's back, he will play in front of Milner. Then it'd be Naby, Keita, Harvey Elliott, and Fabinho will be the midfield three.
And then Naby gets the same thing what I just said to you about Bobby. If you can't play against Bournemouth, just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done with the niceties now, man. I've been nice, but stop it. Come on.
Jamie, question for Savage. Will you start Carvalho because he has been one of your better players, mate?
I would start him.
Sure what you mean by them, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all saying we want to see Carvalho, whether it's a false nine or in the midfield three. I think we're all wanting to see him now. And I praised him in the pre-season as well for his tracking back and his work rate and everything. So I've got confidence in the lad. Like, I want to see him on the pitch for his creativity and getting into the box and stuff. But actually, I'm perfectly fine with him, like his recovery defensively and stuff. So.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro.
Apparently, it was on Sky earlier. Penofskas said it now. It was on Sky earlier.
Okay. Well, the thing is, Sky have to be careful. Have to be careful when they're trying to announce stuff because, Sky and they're big broadcasting things, so they must know something. They actually said about Bellingham last week as well, and that's the only thing they said. But they said next season. So
yeah, and we know that's probably a fact. So.
Every time I told you already, Jay. Every time I mess with my brother, he just sends me back eyes, bro. This geezer doesn't trust me with zero information, bro. So I don't know what.
Just eyes. Carvalho will not start. He will be a substitute. Yeah, I think you're probably right. No chance.
Listen, I don't. If we're winning the first half, I don't care. Innit? So just right now, 3 points is everything. Bro. I'll be shameless at the end of the game as well.
If Naby is fit and available, then it'll be Naby, RV Elliott, and Fabinho in the midfield three. But yeah, let's just hope for a win, guys. At the end of the day, I think you should put
Naby in bubble wrap before games, like on a Friday. Just put him in bubble wrap.
Just cover him with thick bubble wrap, like you're delivering him across the world. Just thick bubble wrap. You know when you got to send a bit of fragile glass around, in the post, you just covering that thick bars.
If Naby was getting delivered, he'd be getting delivered by Hermes or Yodel, and it just throw him over the fence.
Thrown over the back garden fence, yeah. Like your delivery's it's a bit soaking wet and injured, but it's there. Yeah, mad. But no, we're all going for a Liverpool win. Hopefully we can get the win. A decent performance to go with it. And then we can all smile again. Newcastle on Wednesday. It's all go. Champions League's been drawn. We know our groups there.
I feel so shit, man. I feel so shit hoping against Bournemouth.
Yeah, it's
making me feel stupid.
We should have at least 2 wins this season already. We should have at least 2 wins already this season. We're all happy. And no.
Should we do goal scorers? See.
Yeah, go on and finish off with your goal scorers.
Diaz to win a pen. Diaz to score. Salah to score the pen, sorry. Diaz to score as well.
Diaz pen, Salah score, Diaz score.
Stanislas, keep him.
Junior, big up.
Stanislas is going to be one of the people. He's going to get to the age of 34, and everyone's going to be talking about young Stanislas, and he's not.
I'm going to go Virgil header and Fabinho from 20 yards.
I'm going to go realistically. I'm going to go Trent score.
You're in my head. I swear to God,
with all the Trent standards, Trent scores.
Trent's got to bang a free kick,
Yeah, Trent's going to score.
Gun Ben says it is on Sky. It's on their Sky YouTube channel. There you go.
Yeah, they do that live transfer thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go Trent and Nat Phillips off a corner and Diaz
off a corner.
Yeah.
Salah does score a lot against Bournemouth, though, don't he?
Yeah, it does. But if he's hogging the touchline again.
Well, let's hope we get the win, guys. I will be back on Sunday.
I hate that stadium,
guys.
by the way. The stupid Vitality Stadium.
Big up, Boris. Yeah, the Vitality with their 11,000 capacity.
Well, it's a shambles, man.
Sky Sports News. Check it on YouTube. Liverpool join the race.
Join the race. Okay. We're not battling anyone for them, I'll tell you that much. So as soon as somebody ups the price, Liverpool's out, bro.
Yeah, that's
you know Dragons Den. I'm out.
And on that, guys, we are off. I'll be back on Sunday, guys. Hope everyone enjoys their weekend. Enjoy the football. Hopefully Liverpool get the 3 points. Right?
Big up to everyone in the chat, man. I'll be back whenever everyone's back.
Yeah, guys, go make sure you check out Savage's channel.
If we don't win against Bournemouth, you can do the hangover on your own, bro. Because I'm like
decent.
There you go.
Been on YouTube for about 2 weeks, and I'm being asked to host the show. Yeah, brilliant.
Bro, it's what it is, man. The game is the game, bro.
So, guys, I will see you on Sunday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the football. Hopefully, Liverpool get the 3 points. Check out Savage Talks Football. Savage Talks First Thing. You go online. Check it all out. Make sure you follow Cav on Twitter. Guys, I will see you Sunday.